Okay, we want to start talking about lines, planes, and points, and how they all relate to each other, and how we can talk about them and use common notation on them. So in this example, we are going to look at this plane here. We know it's a plane because we draw planes with parallelograms that have been shaded in. Planes are labeled with a scripted letter in the corner. We've got points here. Points are placed as dots on a plane. Even though they have no length or width, we've got to give them that in order for us to actually see them and know where we're talking about. And then we have lines, and we just have one line in this picture, and that's this line coming through here. So we want to use a figure to name each of the following. So a line containing point A. So here's our line. There's our point A right here. So if we want a line containing point A, we could have, let's grab a marker here. We could have A, B, and we can't just put the A, B there. We have to show that it's a line, so we put this little symbol over it, which is a line over it. What else could we call that? Well, we have a C, right? A C contains A. We also have a D, if you'd like to go that way. We don't necessarily have to use the point A when we're naming this thing. So we could start at point B, so we could have B, C, right? B and C are both on that same line. And B and D are both on that same line, so we could use B and D and name it with that. We don't have to use A or B, we could use C, so I could name it with C, D. I think those are all the different ways that I could name it using 2 points. But it also has a scripted letter at the end, and lowercase scripted letters also label lines, so I could call this line L. So those are all the different ways that I could name that line that's containing point A. The other part of this is, how do I name the plane? Well, the plane can be named by the scripted N, or the plane can be named by listing 3 different letters that are on the plane. So I can say plane, and they have to be 3 letters that are not in a line, not collinear in a line. So I could use A, B, E. I could use A, C, E. And yes, I have to keep writing this plane. So it could be A, C, E. I could go A, D, E, so plane. That was A, D, E. I don't have to use the letter A. I could go to letter B. So I could say plane, and I could go B, C, E. I could go B, then D, then E. And I could go C, D, E. And then I could change these letters around. I could go B, A, E. I could go E, B, A. I could go E, A, B. And there'd be a whole bunch of different ways I could change all those letters around. But those are the main ways I could name those parts of the figure.